Last week, there was a 5.4 earthquake that hit the region. What was the brutal Esed dictatorship's response? Obviously, attacking and bombing the survivors. This is the same bloody regime that the whole world wants to normalize with today. This isn't new or foreign to Syrians. Last year, when the devastating earthquake hit Turkey and Syria, this was the exact same reaction. And the dictatorship was bombing the survivors of the earthquake as they were fleeing their homes. Not sure if it was an aftershock of the earthquake or bombardment from the Esed regime. And if we want to bring up humanitarian assistance and how the whole world reacted to northwest Syria as people were digging up their loved ones with shovels and their bare hands, there was close to nothing. The first UN convoy went in 7 days after the earthquake, while heavy machinery was needed from minute zero. The first UN convoy that was scheduled to enter before the earthquake, that entered a week after, had items like laundry detergent and regular blankets, including none of the items that were needed to aid the people that survived the earthquake and to aid the people to help dig their people from under the rubble. A lot of the humanitarian aid that reached Syria was through Damascus because governments and UN agencies interact with governments. The hope was that the aid that was delivered to Damascus would somehow be delivered cross-line into northwest Syria, the actual disaster. However, the reality of that is that the aid barely made it to people in regime-controlled areas and never made it to areas of northwest Syria. There was endless reports and footage of that aid being sold on the black market with signs that said which country had donated it to Damascus. I personally heard a first-hand witness from Latakia, where they were given donation boxes by officials, and these boxes had contained $100 envelopes and dry foods. However, the $100 envelopes were stolen, and the rice was replaced by old rice that they had stored in their storages. The regime plays on renewing fear and despair in the hearts of Syrians over and over again. They want people to fear their lives and their livelihoods and not know what tomorrow holds. 8,476 people died in the earthquake because of the lack of UN and international community response, as this regime used this natural catastrophe to legitimize itself and bring itself back up on the international stage. Do not normalize the dictator, brutal Esed regime.